Good evening, Stevens Point. Hello, everybody. Hello. I currently feel like an absolute monster. So my point of my most recent point of delay was my sister. She really wanted to hang out with me. Yes, I know. I have to turn the music down. Yeah, my sister really wanted to hang out with me, and I had to keep telling her no, and she kept coming in, so I had to keep taking her out. And now she's very upset with me, and I feel very bad. So we're gonna hope that some war crimes can drown out the screaming within my soul. Where the frick did my remote go? Did you take my... Guys, I think I'm being punished. Ah! Frick. Hold on. ¿Por qué? Oh, yeah. Everything's a little bit of a mess at the moment, because I dropped an important thing of note that I need for my future. Hold on, let me grab this. Okay. My mic sounds low because I was far away. Don't think too hard about it. Okay. We should be all good now. I don't recall authorizing this particular... Hold on, I'm going to mute that. Sorry, brain will think. It is okay. We're all made of soup today. We're all made of soup today. That is honestly... That's honestly the truth. It is boiling. It is intolerably... It's not even just the heat. It's the fact that in my structure created with some of the best knowledge that our species has ever, modern architectural stuff. The room in which I am, the room that I live in, specifically, does not have any sort of temperature resist. Like, okay, I'm trying to find big words for it, and I genuinely can't. My room just has no insulation. So whatever the temperature is, it is in here. So it's obviously not as bad, because there's a roof and theoretically internal cooling, but it's not great. The difference between my room and other parts of the house is literally like, when you like sink into a pool. I don't know why I muted this. You can continue hearing the music. I'll just turn it down a bit for you. Like when you sink into a pool and like there's that like temperature difference. That is what leaving my room and going to another part of the building that I live in feels like. It is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Speaking of crazy, why is this not working? My thingamajig that I use to see the whatchamacallit is not functioning because the who's it has decided to stop functioning. Anyway, while I'm figuring this out, how are you all doing on this fine Thursday evening? That's what it is. How are y'all doing on this fine Thursday evening? I hope y'all are doing good. Hope you're drinking water. Definitely do that, because if you do not drink water, the water will drink you. Which honestly, there's a way to spin that to make sense, but I don't feel like doing it. Yeah, I hope you guys have been drinking water. I hope you've been, arming yourselves against the plague rats, because it would not be a Shandle stream without my obligatory dig at place. It doesn't even have to specifically be New York. It could be anywhere. For right now, it's just New York. Eventually, I'll start making fun of somewhere else. Honestly, where should we start? Who should start catching strays next? Before New York, it was Saw. Before Saw, it was, I don't know, probably something. Here, let's hop over. Let's hop over. Missouri. I don't have. I got nothing for Missouri. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hold on. You can't even see this. Yeah, nah, it's just gonna stay where it is. Actually, will I put it here? Nope. 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 I'm sorry. Why did I break something that was working? Anyway. Yeah, I don't have enough of an idea of Missouri to make fun of Missouri. Try again. Let's give us another place. Another place to another place to to mock. It doesn't have to be a place, by the way. It could just be like a franchise. What's a dumb what's a dumb slash popular thing that I can make fun of to farm for views and clout? Darmy, do you have a fashionable pouch? If you do, could I have it? Just dump all my makeup in my bag. Crazy. I even throw my mirror in there. I'm cutting my finger on the cracked surface. Guys, what is this? What is Darame? You should be careful. I always imagine that all girls carry around pouches and accessory bags, but I guess that's not the case. Good job, 100 line. Way to break down stereotypes. Now do it for men too. I guess you already did do it for men. I guess you started with Takamaru being like just the biggest sweetheart. So yeah, good job. Good job being all about gender equality and the breaking of stereotypes. I mean, I might not have one, but I've got some ideas where you might find a pouch. It took me this long to realize that she's peeling back her eyelids to look weird instead of just doing the standard I don't know what you call that. The standard peace pose. I'm like, "Oh, yes. Darame, the best character." Really? I found it looked like a dilapidated cosmetic shop. Crazy. Don't worry about that. I memorized where it was, so I maybe could pick up something from there later. Could you tell me where it is? I got the general coordinates of the cosmetic shop from Daramy. If I can't find a pouch somewhere inside the school, I'll go do that. Oh dear. I mean, there's only one other girl we can talk to. Never mind. There is only one other one, but it's not her. She's staying hidden in her room to allow us to do our thing. Are they actually going to try and make a break for it? Is that actually the plan that they have? I assume they were going to just try to kill, what's her name? A fashionable pouch? I don't have anything like that. I've never even used one before. Not even once? We don't even carry around bags or wallets, because we're poor. We'd only be targeted by robbers if we did. Crazy. We tie all our valuables to our bodies so they're secure. That's just being street smart. Yes, we literally keep things on our person. Ah, it reminds me of the nights we spent sleeping on the streets, me snuggling up against my lord. It's not, the dialogue is fine. I just don't want to say it out loud because it feels weird. But that was objectively whatever. You can have a piece of string. I recommend you tie your valuables to your thigh. Thanks. I'll do that. Well, I didn't find a pouch. I managed to get some string. That's progress, at least. Neato, burrito, and something and a half. That's the only... Oh! Oh, please let him have one. Please let Takamaru have one and continue being the second best character in the game. How's it going, Takami? You getting anywhere? Still working on it. I talked to Tsubasa, but it's a little complicated. I have a feeling she'll choose to fight with us. Yeah, black lovers ain't no cowards. Jeez. Yeah, once again, try to eat as far away from stream as you can. Otherwise, you'll just get phlegm and other nonsense in between you and speaking. I mean, all vehicles, really. She's a huge mech geek. She really knows her stuff. Never met a girl who knew more about bikes than me. That much, huh? Apparently, her grandpa runs a workshop, which I believe she told us already. She came out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic. You know, I vaguely recall her saying something like that before, when we all met. How big are these undercities that they have cars and work like garages? Her grandpa's workshop, huh? I should file this information away. It might help me convince her. By the way, Takamaru, you know where I could find a fashionable pouch? A what? Yeah, I knew it was a long shot. Ah, boo. It would have been funny if he had one that was just like super gym coated. What even is a fashion? Like, is it just like a little pocket bag? I don't really know what they're referring to. Like, just I know what they're talking about, but it makes no sense to me. Like, why have a smaller purse in addition to your normal purse? I found a plastic bag. Nice one. One item down. Let's keep this up. Where should I look next? Any ideas? You seem pretty upbeat. I don't know. I'm just having fun. Feels like a treasure hunt. Speaking of treasure hunt, we are going out into the wild. But whatever, he did find one of the items after all. Excuse me. Well, we got string in a plastic bag, but we came up short on the fashionable pouch. Fashionable pouch. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but I got a lead on where we might be able to find one. According to what Darumi told me, there's a cosmetic shop near where we found Ato, passed out and about to be robbed by various gremlins. We'll go check it out tomorrow. We'll make sure to rock wallet chains so that we can't have our pockets ran without, due combat. Do pocket chains work? As someone who's never been pickpocketed, I assume they at least make it harder, but like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Begin exploration. I saw the word diesel, and every time I see the word diesel, I get very excited because I like machines a lot. They're very cool. Grant you a key item to unlock a gift. By obtaining key items from treasure chests, you'll be able to make new gifts with the Gift-O-Matic. Many characters' preferred items can be yeah. Can I pick my starting point? Then that should be in that direction. Is it just us two? Yeah, I know. Cool, so you're making me walk it. You're making me hoof it. I respect how mean you are. Well, I see the place we're looking for, but is that really it? Hide under a table. Neat. We got a pebble. Probably useless. Yeah. Bingo. That's not the one we're looking for. You find a neglected bronze statue of a dog. It seems to regard you with baleful eyes. Pat its head. Currently, yes, perhaps it was already brittle from the long years of neglect. Aw, that's sad. You didn't even get anything, just sorrow. You got that fashionable pouch. Look, we got a fashionable pouch. It's got, like, Pikachu on it or something. What makes a pouch fashionable? Please explain this to me. Well, we got 2 pebbles and a bag. Oh, and a dress. I'd say that was a successful scouting mission. Yeah, let's do the thing. Crafting complete. Yes, we made a fashionable sick pouch. It's literally just a bag that people use for things with a plastic bag sewn to the inside of it. We probably could have done this by hand, but I guess the stitching is more precise if you let the robot do it. I'm sure she'll feel relieved when we give this to her. Yeah, it'll eliminate her issue fighting with us. Totally. Of course, just because we eliminate her reason for not fighting doesn't necessarily mean she'll join us. If it comes to it, we're going to have to remind Tsubasa of her reason for fighting. The military-industrial complex. The reason that she fights is so that she can build machines. Machines of war, Takumi. She will be the most valuable asset to our to our fighting force. She shall create robots and weapons, the likes of which have never been seen before. We shall never be threatened again, Takumi. Last Defense Academy shall reign supreme across the wasteland. I was not reading what they were saying. Oh, everybody has some sort of motivation, which makes it additionally interesting that Gaku and Shoma are here. Oof. I got you a barf bag. Takumi, why do you come back? Look, I'm sorry, but could you give up trying to get me to fight? You saw it for yourself. I puked all over the place. Having a pukey girl like me on the battlefield is only going to cause everyone trouble. You've clearly never been in a fight. Puke is the last thing anybody will be concerned with. Unless you miss and shoot one of your allies. Wait, you're giving this to me? Wow, it's such a cute pouch. It's purple and has a carabiner on it that seems moderately redundant. And a logo. But why are you giving me this? Wait, are you trying to bribe me again? You don't need to be so alarmed. I just wanted to talk to you for a bit. Could you tell me again why you're so adamant about not fighting? Because I'm worried that if I puke, it will get me and everyone I love killed. Real ones get that reference. Say the right things to... Oh! Social combat? You can choose what to say by pressing twice in the corresponding direction. What? The number of options may increase as the conversation perspective. Interesting. Real ones hate when Shandy pukes. I've never puked on stream. I've puked off stream. Not in relation to stream. Just in general. It sucks. I don't like throwing up. Also, hello, Cash. Even if you fail, you'll be able to try again from the last failure point. So don't worry and just do your best. I guess they didn't have to create a fail state for this. That might have been a little bit too much. Although it would have been cool. It would be neat if you could fail to persuade them. And they just wouldn't fight. That would be cool. I wonder if that will happen in the future. Man, I don't know if they made it so Danganronpa coded just because they clearly they loved working on those games because of how the references are here. But I wonder if they did this also in part just to be like, hey guys, look, it's like Danganronpa, but we did something new. Oh. Okay, I've figured it out. This is a very interesting minigame. Just use the sick bag. I wonder if it'll go faster in future ones. Oh, this one's not voiced. It's a fashionable sick pouch. I know it just looks like a regular accessory pouch, but on the inside, it's completely not soundproof, smell-proof. I've never seen a sick bag that looked this cute. I wouldn't even be embarrassed to carry this around in public. I mean, I guess if you just live with this condition, you would get less self-conscious about it, but I feel like carrying on a bag full of my lunch, but, pre-digested would be strange. But again, far be it from me to, you can puke wherever you need to. Yeah, far be it from me to, make fun of someone for their medical struggle. So, how about it, Tsubasa? Will you fight alongside us now? Will you join the Marines? Of course not. I have morals and a soul. I'm sorry, Takumi. I know you went through all this trouble and everything, but I really don't think I can fight. Literally, I went out into the wasteland. Give me more of a reason than that. Excuse me. I can't just puke in front of everyone like it's nothing. I'm sure everyone would make fun of me. They are teenagers. Just let it go. Of course, what she can't handle isn't the puking itself, but that everyone would see her do it. I know that now's not the time to be embarrassed, and there's a part of me that wants to get out there and fight with you. You having an easily disturbed stomach is so much less worthy of mockery than, like, Gaku's entire existence. Thank you, Panda. I'm here if you want to talk about it. You must have been through a lot because of your ailment. I don't mind telling you, but it's kind of a bummer. I need to eliminate her hang-ups with her vomiting and get her to join the fight. I've got to try this again. Not particularly, but that's crazy. I'm not choosing that. That's so sad. Please give me something else to say. There we go. To avoid any situation that made me nervous. That's a way to live. Oh, shoot, there was a third option. Fair enough. That's just blatantly not true. That first one's just blatantly untrue. That's unfortunate. Solidarity ain't gonna do it here for you, buddy. Oh, what? Oh, Lord. Uh-huh. Alright. That I'll never abandon her. That's crazy. Alright, let's try again. I'm not picking that. Alright, so it's interesting. So I have to, like, kind of hope she doesn't... Hope she has more to say. So I'm kind of having to, like, read the thing. Adds in 30 seconds. It's alright. If it happens, it happens. You know. We all know how we feel about Cash. Cash can watch toothbrushes. Watch toothbrush. I don't know why I'm just bullying Cash today. Hold on. What's the third? What's the third option? I just wanted to see. Because if I fought, I would definitely puke. All right, cool. That I hate that as an option. Fine, they're all good people, despite the fact that I don't, yeah, believe that. How can you even say that? You've only known them for 2 weeks. Stop making things up. This is a serious issue for me. Yep. Oh, so I have to get past each of these. Really? Today? Also, I'm a sub and Brave Bra. Dang. This man came in with the freaking super anti-ads build. Also, what do you mean today? Excuse me. Hot water. I don't think ratio is that. Why is I'll puke with you the best option here? No, you won't, because you'll be busy fighting. What are you talking about? If you puked on your own, you'd stand out, so I'll puke with you. That way we'll both share half the attention. No way I'm letting anyone willing to fight for their loved ones get ostracized for puking. And since I'm the most popular one, by virtue of not being a psychopath, they won't. Are you kidding me? Better man than me. I'm not willing to ever initiate that. Yeah, she probably thinks you're a psycho. They're not gonna make fun of either of you. Haruka doesn't care. Takimaru would probably be like, "You're awesome for overcoming a struggle," and Darmy might make fun of you, but like in a fun way, you know? Jeez, my neck hurts. Hello, games for you. Hi, welcome back. Sorry, my entire brain is on the fritz because it's been boiling in the sun all day. Well, boiling in sun adjacent conditions for decent portion of the day. I'm doing pretty good. Don't worry about your keyboard. How are you doing? Currently, we are trying to gain soldiers. Ads are over. Awesome. 2 minutes? 2 minutes of staring at each other. That was the correct thing. That was the correct realization to come to. How'd you get like this? He was dropped on his head as a child, but I'm appreciated. It's nice that you appreciate the gesture. Why are you laughing at him? What is happening right now? What are we doing here, folks? I don't know how long it's been since I had a real heart-to-heart with someone. That's sad. I try my best to hide my feelings from others because I'm afraid of puke. That's actually fair. I would never have imagined this. See, and now they're doing it. They're doing the thing I said that they had to do yesterday, where like they make this an actual meaningful thing, and you know I trust them to do that. But like it's still kind of goofy. Sorry for asking you to fight when I didn't know everything you've been through. I had no idea how tough things had been for you. It's just, after I got stabbed, I thought to myself, man, it would be really nice if someone was there to prevent me from getting stabbed. I got stabbed by one of the invaders. It hurt quite a lot, but it's totally like a similar vein of suffering to having a puking problem. Man, honestly, the puking problem is worse. But as long as you're in this school, I'll never let you feel lonely. Yeah, buddy, slow down. Oh no. Should I not? Dang. Dang, man. That's a crazy four syllables to add to the book of how to offend women in 4 syllables or less. Life hasn't been that hard for me. Granted, things didn't go well at school, but I still had a place I felt like I could belong. If memory serves, you had this conversation like 2 hours ago. It's not that deep. Excuse me. Do you mean your grandpa's workshop where you built weapons for the federal government? How did you know that? That's a state secret. Takimaru told me. You built the blade missile, right? Yeah, the blade missile was my idea, actually. So, is this the new Danganronpa game? No. This is the studio formed by the director and a handful of members of the original team Danganronpa's game. The game's like, I want to say this game's 3-ish years old now. This is 100 Line Last Defense Academy. This is great. It's very Danganronpa coded, in all the best ways because it was made by Mr. and Mrs. Danganronpa, but it is a distinct property that does have references to the original. Like right now we're doing the like debate showdown. The character designs are very similar, etc., etc. But this is not like Danganronpa at all. It's the way I would describe it is it's like if Danganronpa and Fire Emblem Three Houses uh were did a Batara fusion. I'll take that sneeze as a yes. Batara Fusion's the best one, or the best example. It must be the most important thing to the world. Yeah, building the blade missiles for the federal government. If it's anything like how Karua is to me, then no, no. See, this is all right. And I know Fusion Dance is the other one. Thank you. Uh, I know that that's not what you mean, but it is funny that you're like, yes, that person that I've been like low key. Well, yes, because Vegito is better than Gogeta. So for once, you're correct. So I still have. So I've been watching Dragon Ball with my brother. Right. I'm in the Tournament of Power. It's a lot of fun. I've only seen Vegito. I've never seen Gogeta. Vegito's kind of great. Vegito's the second. Okay, there are three people in Dragon Ball who use Ki correctly, and it is Krillin, Vegito, and Zamazu. The only three. Not well. I guess Frieza learned to, but I don't think he's ever used it correctly since the one time he did that ended up with him cutting his own legs off. But like, yeah. So if Gotenks uses it correctly, I don't think Gotenks ever stabbed anyone. I don't remember them doing that. If her grandpa's workshop is the thing that matters most to her, then maybe that can be her reason to fight. Today I learned that Panda should be purged of any sword rights on this Twitch channel. It's okay. We have a not a no discrimination hiring policy, but a low discrimination hiring policy. Opinion invalidated and wrong. I love when the machines have guns on them, Karuto. I built the blade missile, the most terrifying thing ever created by human hands. But they make the big plays too. And then you built the blade missile. There we go. The blade missile, I don't think is like an official thing that actually exists. It is a concept that I think it might be a conspiracy thing, but it's just a missile that instead of having a payload, just kind of opens into a bunch of swords. So instead of reducing a small building to a pile of rubble, it reduces a single person into a fine mist. I'm gonna not. Okay, never mind. That was the only thing I could say. I did not want to threaten her home. You still don't know what you're doing here, by the way. But like, do whatever you gotta do to recruit people into the Marines. Remember what Sire said? If we don't fight, we can't protect what matters most to us. Your friends, your families, your weapons projects, everything you hold dear. If we lose this war, all of that. That's a mid-character, by the way. Who are you talking about? Did you? Panda. Hold on. Everybody pause. Panda, I need you right now to tell me if you're saying that Vegeta is mid. I need you to right now look me in the digital eyes and tell me if you're saying that Vegeta is a mid character. We're not talking about who's better. You're going to look me in the eyes. You're going to tell me that Vegeta is a mid character. I'll wait. Hold on. Let's hear him defend himself. Every fan says I like Vegeta. Oh my lord. Did you? Oh my gosh. Oh my. I don't know what to do about this. First off, I couldn't maybe you're right. I don't know. And like I'd believe it because he's the I don't know. He's the Sasuke of the franchise. So, yeah. A lot of people will probably be like, "Oh yeah, no, dude, I love Vegeta," and like have a very low understanding of who Vegeta is. But in a similar method of Sasuke, and this hurts me to say, by the way, because Sasuke pissed me off so much. There are two types of people who say they like Vegeta. There are people who are bandwagon, and who are, hype moments in aura farming, and Vegeta's got great hype moments in aura farming. And then there are people who have watched the show and are like, oh yeah, no, vanilla is everybody likes vanilla because it's a great flavor, not because they're basic. Vegeta's great. Shandy does not give you Sasuke vibes. You're just trying to stir things up. Hold on. Like biggest character development. He's the only character who's developed. Like, okay. Panda, genuinely, look me in the face. Tell me anyone, any other character in the main cast of Dragon Ball who has changed from how they were at the beginning. Vegeta's the only character who has an arc in Z. He's the only character who had an arc, period. Goku has been the same for the entire series. Krillin's arc, quote unquote, has been him developing an inferiority complex than undeveloping an inferiority complex. You could argue that's an arc, and it is. Okay, you know what? That's fair. Piccolo had an arc, and it was a good arc. I don't think it was better than Vegeta's arc. I don't think it was better than Vegeta's arc, but it was a good arc. I'm not saying Piccolo's bad. I'm just saying I don't think his arc was as good. Lord, I can't believe I'm having this conversation. I cannot believe that you actually said Vegeta's mid. You can dislike Vegeta, but objectively, he is not a my single favorite moment in all of Dragon Ball that I've seen so far is when he hugged Trunks for the first time, right before he went to go, fight Boo. Like, you saw that before me. You've had longer to contemplate that moment, and you're gonna look me in the eyes and tell me that was mid? Oh my. It's rage bait. You're rage baiting me. This is a lie. Majin Vegeta's the ultimate midlife crisis. Okay, let's take a minute. Let's appreciate the fact that it was objectively dumb. killing a stadium full of people because you're worried you're going soft is like not great. But like they addressed that even in the thing. And I've always thought that like the whole just bring everybody back with the Dragon Balls really undermine stakes and all of that. But like when Vegeta went out of his way to like bring those people back because he was like, man, I kind of am being bad for no reason. Like he was relapsing. It was really cool. Oh my gosh. It was a great moment, but still, I don't, man, I don't know what to do with you about this. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with you. So my grandpa's workshop is in danger too? He was being a child because he wanted revenge. That's the point. That's why it was good. Like that's the entire thing. His entire arc is he is having to reshape what it means to be a Saiyan. Like, and this is actually a thing I've thought about. Like, as I've been watching the Tournament of Power, right? Like, I have always wondered why he never brought, the other Saiyans back that Frieza wiped out, and I think it's because he knows they're evil. I think he doesn't resurrect his people because he knows they're evil and would be a threat to, the universe and everything that he's built on Earth and just, people in general. Like he's become a better person and realized that it would be a bad thing to do that. And the reason I think that's why is because, when he's talking to, what the frick was, I don't remember thank you. When he's talking to Kaba and he's like, I'll bring back Universe 7. Like, it's not that he doesn't know he can do that. Like, he knows that he could try to bring them back, but he doesn't. He didn't, he didn't even resurrect his own father. He had to deal with the trauma of being forced to work for the person who murdered his entire family and everything he has ever known. He rose above that. Not without bumps and bruises, obviously. Not without, becoming a bit of a man-child as he's changing. But that's the thing. He changed. And now we're post the tantrum he threw, and he's the best character, and Toriyama hates him so much. Toriyama never lets that man have a single dub, and he is still the best developed character in the entire show. Did he? Did I forget? Yeah, he beat Top. Wait, he beat Top. Yeah. That's huge. Oh right, yeah. That was like not the last episode we saw, but the one before. It was the last episode. My memory's a little hazy. Yeah, sorry. My brother is making sure I remember things correctly. Yeah, he beat Top, and like specifically, he's like, yeah, you left everything behind. That dude. Oh my god, I cannot believe. Listen, you are entitled to your opinion. There is no such thing as a wrong opinion. It could be based on wrong facts, but your taste and your opinion, that is your own. That's fine, and I'm not here to call you on that. I just think it's crazy that you're like Vegeta's mid. Swallowed us pride leader in that Buu saga as well. How's that not good? Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, oh my gosh. Like he like the oh my, dude. It's okay. It's okay because again, your taste and your experience is your own. That's fine. I'm not even paying attention to the game anymore. The delivery on these is not good. You pretty much showed us that we can be sore losers and we hate losing. Yeah, I'm like he oh my gosh, I love him. He grows so much. And it's okay for them to be better. Like, yeah, like he's chasing Kakarot, but like he's no longer obsessed with well, he's still obsessed with like beating him, but he's not like yeah, it's good. It's good. I've already said the thing. Usagi, he was using that as like an example of he didn't even bring back his father, and like that's an example of how like it's proof of the fact that he didn't do that. Give it the same kind of plans killed innocent people. He brought them. Yeah, that's what we were saying. That's what we were saying. We were saying he didn't bring them back for that reason. Like he had to swallow his Saiyan pride to leave his entire race dead because he knew that they would be evil and that they would destroy everything. Yeah, like that's the point we were trying to make. Is like he's grown so much to the point where he willingly chooses to be the last of his people. But it's not like Vegeta couldn't stop King Vegeta anyway. Well, yeah, but like even then, like okay, so if he brought back his people and they're evil, he would just have to be the one to kill them all over again. And it's like, okay, yeah, that sucks. That was more saying this thing is wrong for not bringing them back. Cause I see that stupid. Yeah, no. The freaking no, no. Bringing the Saiyans back would be a terrible idea. Cause like they're evil, just straight up and down, and that's why Vegeta's really cool. Anyway, as if Toei wouldn't power them up for a storyline. Okay, let's pretend they would freaking let's pretend they freaking have a sense of continuation and scale that doesn't go insane. But yeah, insane hearing that Vegeta's mid, but I respect your opinion. Piccolo is really cool. Piccolo is really awesome. DBZ has become a power level pissing con. It became the tell me one time Goku went to learn from someone and that person didn't in their mind think, oh wow, this kid's like insanely powerful. I don't like Vegeta's mid, that's Panda. Yeah, I know. It was kind of all about the power levels always. Like from the moment they introduced power level as a concept, it kind of became married to it. But like it wasn't necessarily much different before that. Well, yeah, every story has power creep, especially like shown in battle stories. It's just power levels make it a problem where it's like, if I'm power level 10 and this guy's power level 100, I should never be able to fight him. Demon Slayer is really good about power creep. But like, okay, the best series, the series with the best power scaling is Hunter x Hunter. Huh? What? Full Metal Alchemist is good, but like Full Metal Alchemist doesn't really like Full Metal Alchemist doesn't count because it's not like a power level type series. Like everybody's working with the same tools, and it's mostly about experience. With like, I think 2, maybe 3 exceptions to that rule. But Hunter x Hunter has the best like power levels, quote unquote. It's also kind of boils down to everyone has the same tools and uses the same It uses their experience to win. But like that's just kind of means you have to stop putting numbers on things. You never watch Hunter x Hunter? It's worth it. You should watch it. It's very good. Glad they got rid of power levels of directing after the Frieza saga. Yeah. It's still a thing overall. Yeah. They stopped bringing it up. Yeah. Um, like, dude, every time I hear mixed feelings on it. Okay. I have a whole degree in story and writing, so listen to me and ignore everyone else you've ever heard. Hunter x Hunter's great. This is my authoritative opinion. Hunter x Hunter's great. It's very well written, very well put together. My opinion is backed by 4 years of study. So yeah, you can trust me over the people, the quote unquote people who have thoughts on the internet. I haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho yet, but I've heard very good things about that as well. Very good things from other sources that I trust critically. Critically. This is my critical opinion. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter is great. Hunter x Hunter, I will say, if you're going into Hunter x Hunter looking for like absolute turn my brain off action, that kind of doesn't start until a little ways in, but it's all good. Even the parts I wasn't a huge fan of at first are really good. Well, yeah, but like you can turn your brain off in Full Metal Alchemist at like some of the I'm saying if you're going in just for like pure action and spectacle for hype moments and aura farming, you're not gonna get that immediately. That's what I was saying. Yeah, the Hunter exam is the first thing. The Hunter exam was not as there was definitely aura farm. Okay, there was a hype moment in aura farming in the Hunter exam. I'm sorry. Okay, changing what I was saying. There is plenty of hype moments in aura farming, but like the good stuff comes a little bit later. Also goes on hiatus constantly. You'll have grandkids and it won't be done. Don't worry too much about that. It's the yeah, the anime is wrapped up pretty well, so you don't even need to worry about that. I think slowly but surely Attack on Titan is becoming my favorite anime that I've watched, but I may need to rewatch it because I clearly misunderstood Levi 5 years ago and didn't pay too much attention here and there. Attack on Titan is an example of a series that is so good, and unfortunately, the literacy rates dipped right as it was hitting its peak, so people started not liking it because of the ending, because they're like, "What? My favorite my thing wasn't just hype moments and aura farming. I have to think, I have to have opinions, I have to engage with the media and like let it speak to me and teach me things." Yeah, Mello, okay, I understand it was confusing. I understand that you had to drift off and stuff. Just start from the beginning, go back through. It teaches you as you go along. It teaches as you go along, and like right now that it's all out, there's no more distractions. You can just watch it through and you'll be able to follow pretty easily. It's not very complicated. The biggest hurdle was having to wait years between seasons. And you know, like the jump from season 3 to season 4 was definitely where like the biggest tone shift kind of happened, which is what shook a lot of people. But it's all good. It's all gas. It's just good. Again, take my take my stance on it. You don't get to have an opinion on this because you haven't watched it yet. You haven't watched season 4, I meant. Watch the rest of it. And that's fine. You don't have to feel like it, but you can't comment on it if you don't finish it. You can comment on the parts of it you've seen, but incomplete. That's your experience, and I respect it. I haven't been paying attention to what she's saying, but I'm assuming she's like, I'll do my best. Can someone like me? Yeah, this is about what I thought. But I won't run from the truth or write myself off anymore. When classes are over, I'll be able to binge watch shows more freely. Ironically, the reverse is going to be true for me. When the fall starts, I'm going to have more free time to do things I want. I'm very excited about that. I'm so extremely excited about it. Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait to be able to just kind of sit down and just sit with stuff that I like. Because there's so much cool. Taking a break this fall, we'll resume in the winter. Yeah, that's totally fair. I took a break for the last 12 months. I will say, you probably know this if you've been listening to me speak for any extended amount of time. I am the kind of person who really likes the school setting. I just like thinking. I like thoughts. Thoughts are awesome. I'm a big thoughts guy. Breaks are good and needed. Yeah, I will say, when I said I took a break, I mean I graduated and couldn't immediately go to grad school. It was a break, and it has been breakful for lack of a better term. But it was also like, had I the decision, I would still be in. I would still be at wizard school. I guess it's more Bard College than wizard school, because wizard school would be like engineering. Complete opposite. Not a fan of the school environment, but I do like learning and thinking when it's something I'm interested in. Yeah, like that's super fair. I had the benefit of like I adjust to settings pretty easily. I liked all of my I liked all of the teachers I spent. I never disliked any of my teachers, and then there were ones I liked a lot, and they like worked with me. And I don't know, I just like learning in my spare time. I'm the kind of guy who, if I have like a spare 4 hours, there's an even odds chance that the hour long YouTube video I'll put on while I'm vacuuming is either like, a lore breakdown of Elden Ring, or like, here's some theoretical sci-fi concepts that are tied to random facts of physics. Um, so like, yeah, it's totally fair. Like, not liking the school setting is honestly extremely valid. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone, and the way it's set up kind of sucks. It's not a great setup, but when you get it to work, it works great. Elden Ring lore, game of the game. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, Elden Ring's awesome. I love Elden Ring. I love the lore. The lore is so much fun. What are they talking about? Yeah, maybe a little outlandish and noisy, but I'm sure I can get him on board. Cash hates Elden Ring. I'm not. I'm not shocked. It requires thought and patience, two things I don't associate with Cash. Maybe I am very mean to you. Maybe I am very mean to you. Yeah, that's my bad. What kind of? I didn't know we were in Cash's room. Man, I'm gonna rein that back in. What the heck? Cash has the plaid trophies. Hold on, I'm gonna allow that because that's funny. We can allow that. That's goofy. I think that's funny. You've earned your get back. That was the craziest insult. Yeah, I feel a little bit bad about that one. Huh? Why won't I fight? Because I'm scared, obviously. After filling up on the sandwich, he brought sandwiches, right? Yeah, bring something different, dude. That was so unnecessary too, because like, dude, not liking a Souls game is such a like that. It's so fair, man. You like Souls games are the epitome of not for everyone. Like, I loved Elden Ring, and I loved Elden Ring so much that I bought three other Souls. I haven't played them yet because I haven't finished Elden Ring, but I bought Dark Souls 1, 3, and Sekiro because 2 wasn't also on sale at the time, and Bloodborne's not on PC. Yeah, I really liked the way they set everything up. It was a lot of fun. And every time I go back in, I'm like, dude, I love the video game. It's weird because before Elden Ring and aging, I found Dark Souls 1, 3, Bloodborne as comfort games. I mean, dude, they're kind of are. Like, for lack of a better term, it's the quote fantasy unquote of running up against a challenge and overcoming it through consistent effort. Like, dude, the games teach you. It. I'm not gonna dive into it, but man, like the games really do teach you. They're the epitome of not for everyone, but dude, if they're for you, it's such a great experience. It's okay, Gaku. The Elden Ring DLC made me realize I'm getting older, or they were getting increasingly difficult. Oh yeah, no, dude. The Elden Ring DLC. I have a friend who I haven't gotten into it yet. Because I haven't bought it because I haven't beaten the boss yet. But the Elden Ring DLC is significantly harder than the base game, I have been told. And Elden Ring, I have also been told, is like the hardest Souls game for various reasons. I've heard it said that it's the hardest or the general discourse is that it's the same level of difficulty, if not slightly harder, which makes me excited to play the other ones because, like, if I've overcome this challenge, I should be able to do the others, Because and I like the games. I like the games a lot, but it's a more accessible game, but also more difficult. Like, yeah, more accessible. I think that's what you meant to say. Um, but yeah, I got you. I don't know if that's the correct word. It doesn't matter. I'd rather get kicked out of the school and die fighting them than have to fight them. If you get kicked out, you're guaranteed to die. Isn't it better to fight and live longer then? You don't need to help that you're scared. We're not fine. Yeah, sure. It's not like we want to fight either, but we have no other choice. If we want to protect what matters to us the most. If we don't defend the school, everyone in the TRC is going to die. Do you want that? If we don't fight the invaders here, they might be killed. Cash, I would like to apologize. That was a crazy stray I hit you with. Oh, is he like Zenitsu? He has no one and is fighting to get someone? Quick, Alexa, play Girl Worth Fighting For. Oh, I'm sorry. I was memeing and completely missed the frickin' heavy line they just put on the frickin' screen. That's super sad. If I know Cash, he's writing on his notepad for future engagements, just like me. Shush. I found myself falling silent. I had no idea Gaku had such a past. I see. Sorry, I didn't know. Whatever, I don't really care. Besides, being an orphan isn't all bad. Because all I gotta do is look out for myself. I don't give a crap about the TRC. But are you sure? If the complex goes down, everyone dies. You might not have any family, but surely you have people you don't want to see die. I told you I don't. I struggle enough looking after myself. It's been like this my whole life. I'm only looking out for number one. Oh, so he reverse hero complex? I feel like this is gonna play into somehow like giving him the confidence to believe that he could potentially be the kind of person who fights for other people. I told you I won't fight. If you want to risk my life so much, then bring me money. Money is the only thing I'll risk my life for. Bring me the cheddar cheese. Bring me a fat stack of bills, then we'll talk. Oh, fine. I'll go print some money. This is how I live my life. If you're not gonna pay me, then get the heck out of here. Shoo, shoo! Bro got real angry. I mean, just print it out of the thing, you know? I wonder if there's like gold or something. But what will get him to open up? What's something he wants? Something with monetary value. No point trying to think of something on my own. I'll go ask the others and see if they have any ideas. Where is everybody hanging out? Oh, it looks like Haruka is no longer... What is she at? She's in the war room. I'm very curious about her. I mean, obviously she's cool and all, but like I feel like she's got layers, you know? Is this just my the reason I spent all that time with Celeste kind of happening again? Maybe, but I don't know. I think there's something there. Huh? Something that Gaku might want? What about some needles and thread? I love that he just knows everybody already. Apparently he's good at selling, and he doesn't seem like no amateur. Once he looked at the embroidery on my jacket and got all worked up. He was all like, not bad embroidery, but I could do something like that easy. So he can sew. Surprised that he's such a domestic side to him. Where do you think he learned how to sew? At the group home? Well, he's the oldest of a big family. Dude, Takimaru is the best. It's like Mondo with less trauma. Or just better regulation. After having to sub the characters his clothes his brothers ripped up day in and day out. He just got good at it. Panda, if you're still there and, haven't changed your identity, give me another hot take so that I can decide if I should judge you for. I'm curious to see what else you've got in the tank. I feel like you've got opinions and I want to see them. Apparently he's got over 20 siblings. Yeah, group home. It's called a group home. Yeah, maybe those are the other foster kids living in the group home. Wild. Took you a little too long to reach that point. Turns out he's got a family after all. I should make a note of this. He's got a family of foster siblings. I was tabbed out. Usagi, huh? Huh? Confusion. I mean, Usagi, if you've got a hot take, I'd love to hear yours too. Could be about anything. Thought I heard my name. I mean, hey, as long as you're here, you got any spicy takes? You got anything that I can roast you over? Or agree with you? Bro, it was double the confusion. Frick. Sure, we'll hawk over him. A hot take, like how Panda walked in here and said with a straight face that Vegeta was mid. What you got? I don't like that you're humming. I feel like I'm not gonna like what you're about to say. The heatwave is messing with our minds. Listen, it's the best content. Guys, I'm doing the streamer thing. I'm farming you for content. Clothes? I guess his outfits are always patched up. He doesn't have a lot of clothes or the money to buy more. I see. So he doesn't have the means. Yamcha deserved better than Bulma dumping him even though Vegeta's the GOAT. As much as I hate Yamcha, I did think it was kind of wild that over his still warm body, Bulma was making eyes at the guy who had just murdered him. Yeah, Yamcha deserved better than that. Like, from the moment they started dating each other, was like, that's not going to last, and I don't even need to know that she does not marry him in the future to know that this is not going to last. But, like, he deserved better than that. She left him for the man who killed him and his friends. Dude, she left him for the man who killed him and his friends, had a kid with that guy before he would even have considered marrying her, and was just like, man, as someone with strong opinions, when she was like, oh yeah, I have, this baby is mine and Vegeta's, that just happens. I was like, it's crazy. Well, so the second kid they had like years after they were married, and that's fine. Like, now that they're together and all that, there's no problem because he's actually going to be a father instead of just the freaking, the freaking man at the freaking biker at the bar with a cigarette and a leather jacket that she had a one night stand with or something. But yeah, dude, the timeline on that was so crazy. The timeline on that was so crazy because it's like they're still together. Then they break up at some point during the time skip. She gets with Vegeta and they aren't actually a thing. And then the time skip ends and it's just like, oh yeah, me and Bulma broke up and she has a kid with Vegeta all in a single year. And it's like, that's crazy. I promise you, Yamcha did not see the bad boy in Vegeta. There is no part 2 to the particular Vegeta Batman shirt IRL. That shirt's so goofy. So I think he'd be very happy if you gave him clothes. But I can't just bring him any old clothes. It'll have to be something he likes. It's possible that is when she left. We don't know. But yeah, Yamcha should just go off with his little floating tanuki whatever and live his best life, not with the freaking Illuminati crew he runs with. The only difference is the lack of hair for me. Crazy. Need to get him clothes he'll like. Goomba stomping you on the 25th. Crazy. Alright, cool. Now the cat. Well, actually, do we talk to her first or we're here. I peeked into the war room and saw Hirako typing something on the computer with a serious look. What are you doing? I'm looking over footage of past battles and making a record. Yeah, of our fighting capabilities and strategies. A record of how many invaders and which commanders we've taken out. I mean, there's only one so far. Basically, I'm creating objective data detailing how much we've contributed to this war. Definitely don't do all of this yourself. Isn't that a lot of work? Obviously. You think I want to be doing this? Well, I don't, but it's still important. We need to keep these kind of records. I can't speak today. I'm not going far. If you Goomba stomp me, God, made me too close to the ground already. My lord. Or they might try to shortchange us when it comes to a reward when the war is over. Valid. Didn't I mention it? These invaders have a pretty nice bounty on their heads. That's what Sire said, at least. Huh. That's why I'm documenting all this for you. So that doesn't happen. Huh. By the way, do you know if there's anything Gaku might want? Yeah, there's no reason she would know that. See, she's not that bad. She's harsh, but she cares. Alright, how do I leave this room? There we go. Hello, best character. Look what I found! What's that? Of course. I was wandering around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. I can't believe I found such a nice blade. Okay, that's a bad joke. Why did it end there? I know that that's probably going to be a long bit, and I only know that because I know both this team and the way they've written this game so far. That's not a great joke. It's a little goofy. Not in a great way. Present for Gaku? What about clothes? Wait, Darmy just did not have did not have anything to add to this. Why are the chances low? What about giving him a sewing kit? He'd be able to make whatever clothes he wants and even keep wearing his current clothes by mending clothes. I sometimes I just hate my tongue. It just does not work. Sewing kit. Needle, thread, scissors, and cotton. That is going to be a bit of a pain. Oh, are you going to a hospital? All right. Might have needles and thread for stitching. I promise you that thread will not hold a shirt together. They do not use the same kind of thread that you would use. Also sure to have scissors. If there are medical cotton pads that might work in place of cotton. I'll have Darmy show me the abandoned hospital so I can gather the materials. Isn't this 2 of our 5 days? Yeah. This is day 3. Ready to go find more scalpels? You're funny. You mean to look for materials to make Gaku's present Darumi? Dude, she's just the best character. I love her, and I'm not a huge fan of that bit. The bit isn't funny. Let's fast forward to the part where you show us that she's like cutting paper or something. Don't get mad at me if we get lost. That's a long way. That is a long road to Tipperary. Which way is the best way to go? I mean, this way has the fewest encounters, but this way has the most gain. I don't actually know that I want to fight with just us two. So, unfortunately, I shall be taking the coward's route. What we got here? Man, they really did cater this to people like me who didn't want to risk it. Um, approach it. The deer ran away in fright. The bark it left behind seems like it would be... I don't know why anybody would think that would be a useful thing to have, but okay. Sure. Should be more or less usable as a crafting material. Neat. You know, sometimes you forget they're weird. Find a large turnip. Pull it up. There we go. Going on a regular old supply run. Yeah, we're just going to keep hop, skipping, and jumping. You find plants growing outside an empty house. Pick the flowers of the pumpkin. Let's get the pumpkin. Are you kidding me? I feel wronged. You found an abandoned research lab. Grab some rocks. Start flipping switches. Put an item into one of the machines. Sure. I hate this game. Game bad. Game is bad. Game is trash. We got everything we need except the needle? Oh, never mind. We got everything. All right, can we go home then? I'm getting bored. I just want to go back to my room and play depressing games. My lord. What's the term for this? Like Menehera or something? Menehera? Is it Menehera? I think it is, but I don't really remember. Crafting complete. Jeez, my neck hurts so much. Tell him we're getting paid and give him a sewing kit. Why does he look like a depressed college? Like his room looks like a college like engineering student. It's crazy. Never gonna fight them. The only way to convince me is with a sack full of money. The heck is this? A sewing kit? Premium. Jeepers. Or you can just keep mending the clothes you already have. You're good at sewing, right? Why are you scoping me out? I'm only into chicks. Alright, I gotta admit, this is pretty thoughtful. I just noticed some holes in my clothes. Yes, that's a good reaction. I can tell his expression is softening. Look, I feel bad saying this after you gave this to me and all, but I still hate you and hope you die. I'm seriously terrified. As you can see, I'm not exactly the big macho Chad type. You made me say Chad, you will always be in the front lines. Like, I don't care if it's actually a bad idea. At least in the first fight, I'm putting you in the front. More like a gift so I could get the chance to talk to you some more. Would you mind telling me why you're so against fighting? Alright, let's focus. I don't have to yell at someone about Vegeta, so this should go quicker. I wonder how many we'll get through. It's because I'm freaking terrified. Bro just goes, I want to be Chad. Aw, welcome back, Panda. Valid. It's like Pokemon if it was realistic. Had a feeling. What? The least realistic thing about Pokemon is that humans are on the top of the food chain. What do you mean? No, it's not. Look, I don't accept Pokemon. It's not even slander. I don't have the time to teach you right. We've had this conversation before. Yeah, okay, this is still good content. See, Panda agrees with me. I make a good point. Every single Pokemon has at least base level sentience. Maybe not tool using sentience, but enough sentience to know, hey, those things that walk around on two legs and throw rocks at us to enslave us into eternal servitude, maybe we should kill them first. They're what? Abricorn? Oh, the frickin' Pokeball? That The specific name of the rock does not matter. The specific name of the substance being used to enslave them into eternal servitude does not matter. You're saying this could be a way out of being broke? I was not paying attention. It's, something, you get paid for combat. We actually have a chance of hitting it big. It's like gambling. You like gambling, right, Gaku? That was the best time for him to have this reaction. Well, that went quickly. Gaku, come fight with us. The Marines offer you a full salary with benefits and severance pay. Let's get through this war and make a ton of cash. Make sure to document every injury you ever have, otherwise they will not cover it. Oh no. Instead, he averted his gaze and bit his lip. What's the matter? You don't want money? Yeah, I do. Real bad. You have any idea how long I've been broke? I can guess. I'd gladly risk my life. No, 2 of my lives for a big payout. Then... But if I decide to fight here and help you take out the invaders, then all those bastards in the TRC would be saved too. Interesting. It's not fair. Told you I'm an orphan, right? I grew up poor in a group home. You may not know this, but society pretty much treats you like dirt when you're poor. No matter how much I asked for help, those jerks in the complex never even gave me the time of day. Oh, you're one of these. I mean, I don't have the time to walk you through the Bible, but it's not fair. That's the simple truth of it. You would rather die. That's an ideology that's out there. You grew up in a happy family. I don't want to hear crap from you. You don't know that. Maybe my parents are living separated. We haven't seen my dad. I started breathing heavily as he shut me down. His hatred towards the society that abandoned him is Gaku's true form. Frickin' from Chad to the other thing. He'll never get to join us until this hatred is addressed. Gaku, I'm here if you want to talk about it. I'd love to know everything you've been through. I decided to ask him about his past, and he's going to make up something. I don't know, man. I'm going to assume 3. Huh. That sounds like a problem with how you are working. Is that it? Wait, no! I waited too long! Well, that's normal. You just kind of talked to the wrong people. There we go. Perfect. My siblings. Takamura told me. You're the oldest in the group home, and you have a lot of foster siblings. If the complex gets destroyed, they'll all be fed to Pikachu and his Pikachu and his roving warband. You're fine letting the invaders massacre your entire family? Well, when you put it like that. He fell silent. He seemed rattled. As much as he seems to hate the complex, there's no way he'd just abandon his family. He's bound to change his mind once he realizes his siblings are going to be fed to Pikachu. No, I'm still not fighting. Brother, I just told you that your younger siblings are on the line here. Don't you even care if your whole family gets killed? They're not my family. It's not like we're blood related, okay? They're just strangers who happen to live in the same group as me. Boy, I'm about to punch you in the nose. Not only are they not family, they're a huge burden. Why are you whipping yourself up like this? Uh-huh. That's not necessarily true. They can go die. You don't believe that. You know, I think the game agrees with me. I get his anchor towards society, but why his family as well? Wait, what? Oh. Would you mind telling me? I decided to try again. That is just how kids are. You sound like a mom, I think is actually the play. I kind of high key want to try it. Oh, it didn't work. It didn't work. Oh, that's bad. See, give me all the chicken tendies I want. I can't even be mad at him for that one. I need to do something to get him to express what he's really feeling. Retry persuasion. Ads in 2 minutes. Thank you very much, Mr. Vegeta Hater. Hold on, I gotta roll through. Roll. I wonder if I could change your name to Vegeta Hater. That'd be funny. Ah, yeah. I kind of want to yell at him. Yeah, we're done here. I knew it wouldn't work, but I was kind of sick of that. Not until society gives me what I'm owed. I don't hate Vegeta. I just dislike him because of the so-called fans. I understand disliking something because of the association. But counterpoint. Is Deku a good character? Because if you judge Deku or anything of My Hero Academia by the fandom, then it shouldn't be touched with a 7-foot pole and needs to be sealed in a medical waste silo. But if Deku's a good character, then maybe Vegeta is too. And maybe the bandwagon fans who just like Vegeta for the hype moments and aura farming aren't actually Vegeta. Maybe you can like Vegeta despite his fan club. Much like Sasuke. I don't even know why I'm so passionate about changing your minds. Because, you know, you can, again, you can just have a different opinion than I do. Yes, you would. Really? So the first one was the only way through it? Oh! He just needed to rant. Because you're so Sasuke. I will bite you. I will bite you with teeth. Never ever call me Sasuke. My rage against Sasuke has gone down as the years have changed, but Sasuke was the single most annoying part of Naruto for me. I could not stand him. You can say that, and then when you've lost a finger, you will no longer think that. What was he saying? Yeah. Why is it when I imagine them being killed? That was a wild time to have the voice actor come back into the studio. It's because you don't want them to die. Not really. I mean, I disagree. I think kids are pretty awesome. I think that's also true. I think kids are pretty awesome. Family's not about benefits. You should know that better than anyone. Like Persona 4, you must accept your true self. You are Sasuke coded. Tell me a single aspect of me that makes you think Sasuke. Just one. Maybe two. Maybe two if your first one's bad. You're trying to convince yourself that you should abandon them when you know you can't. You're only making yourself suffer. thinking pose? Oh, you're in the thinking pose. I don't think Sasuke ever struck a thinking pose in his life that would require him to think. He didn't think when he became a terrorist, and he didn't think when he doubled and tripled down on being a terrorist and attacked the UN summit. Oh, he did? No. No. I don't know, man. So we just kind of had to hear him out. What do you mean it might be time? I don't know how I feel about this. I'm doing this to save my not weed smoking girlfriend. She's never smoked weed in her life, Gaku. She smells great on account of she's never smoked weed in her life. Do you know how annoying it is when you live underground and someone smokes weed? You just need to use the Force, Gaku. I asked the class and they all say you would sit and do the Sasuke thinking pose. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, you know what? Because I'm now curious, let me just look. Let me just look up Sasuke thinking pose. I Okay, I do have to be honest. I think I've hit this pose before. um give me something else. That's not Sasuke coded. A lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. Give me a better reason. Fight for your family. You must save his family. Real ones know what I'm referencing. It's kind of neat that all we really needed to do was listen to him scream for a little while just to get it off his chest. Listen, I'm a thinker. I've hit many a thinking pose. It doesn't make me like Sasuke. Gaku, your room is so disgusting. Not pushing the goalpost. No, I said one, maybe two if your first one is dumb, and the first one was dumb, so give me a two. You can roll the stream back and you'll hear me use those exact words. Never asked for all those brothers and sisters, you know? Felt. My parents didn't want me. That, not as felt. My parents liked me quite a bit. You're also very biased. So, I mean, yeah, but what does that make me like Sasuke? Are you saying because Sasuke was biased? Everybody's biased. If it makes you feel better, Piccolo meditating in a butterfly position is something I've done. I mean, I've done that. It's kind of nice. Okay, while sitting on the toilet, it's kind of crazy. How? Are your legs not too big? Had to sacrifice everything for their sakes. Talk about rotten luck. But still, can't just abandon them. They're family. Mellow is flexible. It's not about flexible. It's not even about being fat. Toilets are just not meant for you to sit crisscross on them. That's my thing. Like, how small are you? I'm not saying. How is that mean? How is this mean? How is this mean? I'm not being mean. You're just. I assume you're the size of the average adult human, potentially teenage human. This difference in which size doesn't really factor. To be completely honest, do not at Twitch staff. I don't think they check those. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe that'll boost my numbers. Who cares? Freaking crazy. He was like, I'm not Sasuke. Looked at the photo and said, I might have done this, but give me more examples. No, I said, give me one, maybe two examples if the first one's dumb. You said, the thinking pose. I looked it up. I'm like, okay, yeah, I've definitely sat with my hands folded before. That doesn't mean I'm like Sasuke. That's like saying, oh, you're just like Sasuke because you've breathed oxygen. Like, yeah, okay. Then I guess you're like, okay, we're not gonna go that far. I'll find an adequate thing to compare you to eventually. Is it asking too much for you to join the Marines to protect your family from the invaders? Sorry, but can you give me some time alone? I need to think through all this. Sure, I understand. Thanks, man. You're a real decent guy. I feel a bit better about. Dang it! They're taking every character I didn't like and they're making me like them. And like this one's important because he's the JoJo's reference, so I want to like him. Not gonna lie, I might have to add peanut gift to my channel. I don't even know what that means. Like what I don't know, man. It don't matter. It don't matter. Ain't nobody concerned about the peanut gif. Good evening, Sierra. Or good morning, rather. We got 2 out of 5 with 3 days left. 2 days left, actually. Check the idiot server. Ah, yes, that server where many a person hath been collected. That's how I felt when you said I was fat. I didn't call you fat. I believe in Joe Hendry. That pisses me off because I just don't know what that means. It confuses me and therefore I hate it. Yeah. Jingoism. Will this thing load? I'm in the middle of a stream. Ah, I see what you're talking about now. I mean, I didn't call you fat, but I apologize for making you feel like sad peanut. What did he say? But then someone knocked on my door. Who could that be? Is it Darami to kill me? Or to make a joke like she's gonna kill me? And welcomed my guest inside. So it's not an assassin, but it is Darami. I feel like I should know what reference this is, and that bothers me. You've been Daramied. She's the best part of this game, guys. She's simply the best part of this game. Yeah, sure, you got me. Did you want something, or did you just come here to prank me? Don't shoot the messenger, bro. Mistress Hiruko, that's her name, sent me on important business. She wants you and me and Takamaru and Eito to meet up in the cafeteria. That means right the F now, mister. Anyway, now you know. So go tell the others. Carried out promptly and efficiently. She's just the best character. I just love her. The design, the energy, she's just great. Leaving chaos and confusion in her wake, and wonder. Oh man, I just realized that she's kind of like not Monokuma coded, and this is just another variation of me saying she's just like Junko for real. But you know, very element of chaos in like a controlled and directed way, much like Monokuma, who is Junko. I, it's just great, great character writing. We love to see it. So, are they going to stage a coup? Is that their plan? Good morning, Mr. Sumino. We're back. Back? Where'd you go? We were out gathering herbs and grasses. We're pretty good at figuring out which ones are edible. There's been times in our lives where we've had to learn that the hard way. I can't believe we're back to eating grass to survive. I mean, you can still eat dry bread, I think. This outside world is really something. We found plants I've never seen before. I'm going to put them into Gaku's food just to see what happens. Don't overdo it or eat anything that could be poisonous, okay? There's no need to worry. Mr. Atsuki has been sneaking us bread on the side. He's such a considerate friend, unlike a certain someone I could mention. Well, excuse me. And excuse us, we must be going. This wild grass salad isn't going to eat itself. Goodbye. Dude, I kind of love every character in this game. There's kind of not one that I absolutely hate. Like, the closest to I hate this character is Shoma. And I don't really hate him. He just is representative of things that bother me. And make me sad and other various complicated emotions. This character is definitely made in the current era. I can see that. You did an admirable job, Darami. Yep. I saw that coming 7 miles away. We are not going to unpack that. Come on, let's hear it. What do you want this time? I want to report on your progress. How are your attempts to win over the non-fighters going? So this was part of your plan. Have you managed to convince them yet? You only have 1 day left. Well, not all of them, but I think Tsubasa and Gaku are starting to come around. I see. That's good. I didn't expect you to convert all 5, of course, but we can deal with the holdouts later. Deal with them how? True to my original plan, anybody who doesn't have the will to fight will be forced to leave tomorrow. What? Wait a minute. It took a while, but we've made real progress. With just a little more time, I'm sure we can... I'm sorry, but a promise is a promise. I can't go back on my word. But without any protection or battle experience, they'll die out there. If they're not going to contribute to the war effort anyway, what difference does it make? It's cold, but correct. To defeat the invaders and win the war, naturally. Do you really think abandoning those guys is going to make it any easier for us to win? I'm certain of it. I've already pointed out the possibility of them drawing the enemy's attention away from the school for a while. There's also the chance that facing real danger will knock some sense into them and finally bring out their fighting spirit. Those chances are slim. It's not worth the risk. There is nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. Allowing victory to... Maybe she is a good leader. Maybe she's better at this than I thought. She's also just a little bit psycho. Render, the risks we've taken... Yeah, meaningless. If you have time to spend worrying about the others, I'd prefer you spend it training to use your hemoanima more effectively. The enemy commanders are far stronger than us. We'll never defeat them if we get too hung up on our own survival. When push comes to shove, we all have to be prepared to give our lives. Darmi's, like, fit is also kind of awesome. Every fit in this game is great, but, like, I just love the color palette on hers. Not to get distracted by something that has nothing to do with anything. It was just a thought I had earlier that I wanted to voice. The, like, black and white with the blue, purple, and pink, it's just good. It's a great tie together. Also, I just noticed black, red, and white. It's just like, guys, it's just like Monokuma. Is that a Danganronpa reference? Crazy. You need to go take a bath. Something she said just now bothers me. Aside from the obvious? Yes, but never mind. It's probably just my imagination. What did she say? Allowing victory, nothing I won't do. Render the risk we've taken and the sacrifices we made meaningless. If you have time to worry, I'd rather you train. The commanders are stronger than us. I mean, she said stuff that implies she has knowledge, but I don't know. I'm curious what you're thinking. What's our next move? Today's our last chance to save those guys. I'll talk to them one last time. It might not do any good, but it's worth a try. We have to do something or it'll all be over for them. You're right. We can't possibly abandon our friends to such a cruel fate. The twins are just not going... They're going to do whatever they're going to do. I won't let Hiriko force them out either. I'll step in to protect them if I have to. She will kill you, and we need you alive. You can't use violence and threats to get people to do what you want. Society just doesn't work like that. Yes and no. It's complicated. Violence is not what a society should be based on, but it kind of has to be an aspect of it. We don't need to go into that right now. In the back of my mind, I'd been hoping that Hiriko would go back on her plan and cut the non-fighters some slack. I could see now how foolish I'd been to think that. Even if I've managed to change Tsubasa and Gaku's minds, Shoma and the twins will still have to leave. I can't let that happen. I have to try to talk to them one last time. I mean, why won't the twins fight? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. The twins, it's in their best interest to fight. Might as well. I wonder if he's in. I mean, what else would he be doing? Hello, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for ruining your day with my existence. You know what he needs? He needs the self-improvement club from Mob Psycho. We're off to a great start. Hey, Shoma, the deadline Hiriko set for you guys is coming up tomorrow, you know? Are you sure you won't reconsider things? At this rate, she really is going to throw you out. Yes, I know. I guess I'll just be thrown out like the trash I am. Please reframe this to you don't want him to die and it would be more inconvenient for him to kill himself like this. You don't really want that, though, right? That's a no. You shouldn't expect too much from me. I'm so hopelessly inept that me losing is basically a foregone conclusion, no matter what kind of conflict it is. This isn't some kind of physical or psychological shortcoming I can work on and overcome someday. My uselessness is baked into me at a cellular level. I may as well accept my fate. My staying here would only cause more trouble for everyone. You understand what you're saying, right? Once you get beyond the Great Wall of Fire, you'll probably die. Yes, I know. I've accepted that too. Sorry to disappoint you, but it's better to get it over with now so I don't really let you down later. I'm sorry you had to end up here with someone like me. Did he just close the door? Welp. A little while. A shaky, hesitant hand. Brother dearest, Oh, it's you, Takumi. Sorry if I surprised you. I just wanted to ask you something. Have you made your decision on what you're going to say tomorrow? If you don't agree to fight like the rest of us, you'll have to leave. I know, but my dear brother said he had a plan. He said there's no need for me to fight. Just like he said there's no need for me to ever get married or leave home. Yeah, we're not going to unpack that right now. Okay, but let's put Ima and his plan aside for now. What do you want to do? Me? You're asking me for my opinion? Was it really that hard of a question? I don't really know. My dear brother usually handles all the thinking. He's no different now. I have no choice but to go along with what he said. Thank you for coming. Interesting. This is Ima's room. Let's see if he's around. The moment later, the door was thrown open. Oh, Mr. Sumino, it's you. To what do I owe the pleasure? Don't tell me you're still hoping to convert me to your side. I'm a staunch atheist. I've met God. And frankly, all that love and redemption stuff, not for me. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why that's the words I put in his mouth. Ima, please, at least think about it. I've done all the thinking I need to, Mr. Sumino. My safety is guaranteed thanks to the plan I've come up with. Yeah, what is this plan of his? It's a simple enough solution. All I need is a way for me and my dear sister to remain at the academy without needing to fight. Yeah, that's the problem my strategy aims to address. I was right. I was right. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I can't tell you that. If you knew about it, it would lose all strategic value. Yeah, he is going to try to kill her, and that's going to be very interesting to watch happen. Time is, yeah, we have a little more time. Awesome. It's definitely violent. Attack all 3 of the remaining non-fighters, but it hasn't done any good. I've done what I can now. I guess I'll just go back to my route. No. I had a feeling it would turn out this way, but I'm still not happy about it. If those 3 really are kicked out tomorrow, what'll happen to them then? Well, Shoma will die, and yeah, the others will die also. I wonder what that could be. Has one of them changed their mind? There's no shot his plan is to kill everyone else, right? Hope fluttered in my chest as I went to the door, but when I opened it... Alright, cool. Hello, Takumi. May I have a moment of your time? Oh, hey, Eito. What's up? I wanted to discuss something with you. You know, about Hiruko. Not great. What about her? You remember what I told you in the cafeteria this morning? Something she said back then bothered me. I've been thinking about it, and I'm sure now that it's important. So what did she say that was so strange? I thought you said it was probably nothing. That was just an excuse. I thought it would be better if we didn't discuss it in front of everyone. What do you mean? I'm almost certain Hiriko is hiding something from us. If I'd pressed the matter, we'd have gotten into a big argument. Things are strained enough right now as it is. I didn't want to risk escalating them further. Good thoughts, good strategy. What is it that you think she's hiding? I want you to think back to what she told us before she left, and see if anything stands out. I mean, the thing about the commanders being stronger than us, which implies she knows about the commanders. The sacrifices we've made being meaningless. Mostly those two things. If we get too hung up on our own survival. Oh, that's also interesting. That humanoid invader with the strange transformation was certainly stronger than other foes we've come up against. But she said commanders, plural, not singular. Huh? We've never fought an invader like that before or since. Well, I mean, we fought him twice, so there is that. But Hiriko spoke about there being more, as if it was a sure thing. Now that you mention it, that is kind of weird. She was in the freaking war room, cataloging away. And you talked to her about the bounties. Bear in mind, what I'm about to say is just my own conjecture. But it seems to me that Hiriko views this war differently from the rest of us. Almost like she knows something we don't. Yeah, I see that. That wouldn't be out of the question. She did say she's been fighting the invaders a lot longer than we have. But if the people in charge have told her something, or if she's found out something for herself, what could it be? Only one way to find out. We have to ask her about it ourselves. We should go together. Two of us, maybe one of us will be able to escape. What, just like that? Yes, just like that. She's not, like, a despot. She's not anti-conversation. Knowing what she knows will allow us to make more informed decisions. It makes sense, strategically speaking. If she insists on dodging the issue after that, we can get everyone together and put more pressure on her. We could even make her step down as leader. Yeah, you should be scared saying that. What? If Hiriko's no longer in charge, she won't have any authority to make the others leave. It's not like we voted her into that position anyway. You're basically suggesting we stage a mutiny. Isn't that a step too far? I don't think it will come to that. Hiriko won't let anything happen that might jeopardize our chance of beating the invaders. Yeah, that's true. I don't know what this information she's hiding is, but if it can help us get a better perspective on the war, we ought to know. It might even make the last 3 non-fighters change their minds. That's a chance worth betting on, don't you think? He looks not like Shirokuma. He's just white, but for some reason he's giving me vague Shirokuma vibes. You see, it's in everyone's best interest for Hiriko to share what she knows. The thing is, though, she scares me. I'm not great at talking to people anyway, and I don't think I could make my case very well. I always feel better around you, Takumi, and you have quite a way with words, so... Ah, so that's what this is all about. You want me to get my head chopped off instead. Alright, I'll go with you and try to get the truth out of her. Thank you. I think it's best if we talk in private, just the 3 of us, before involving anyone else. I believe Hiriko is in the leisure, same difference, on the 3rd floor, alone. Would you mind coming along with me right now? Sure. Let's go talk to her. Thank you, Takumi. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think Takumi's last meal should be? Oh, look at that. Why are you by yourself? Hi, Kako. I don't see you on your own very often. My dear brother said he needed time to get his master plan ready. He shut himself in his room and doesn't want to be disturbed. What is his plan anyway? Did he tell you anything? No, not a thing. He always handles important stuff by himself. So you've been kind of not infantilized. I guess that's the term. Coddled. If there's nothing else, I'll get back to my walk now. Excuse me. What are you laying depth charges? Ato said Hiriko is in the leisure lounge. What would she be doing here all on her own? Relaxing? Look, over there! Ada pointed to the pool. From where we were standing, we could make out a shadow moving in the water. 'Twas Leviathan. As we got closer, whatever it was came to the surface, sending a spray of water across the edge of the pool. Wild. Standing there was, of course, the ghost from 10 days ago. That is not the voice I thought she would have. Man, I hate it when the game. I'm gonna save real quick just in case my something crashes. I hate it when game says something offhandedly that makes me want to launch into a diatribe, but I only have 5 minutes left on stream. It's like the right sound, but the completely different cadence. Dude, cut to the chase. My lord. Half an hour? I guess she was getting dried off. Thank you for waiting. Now, let's hear this very important matter of yours. My time is precious. Feel free to skip the preamble. Okay, well, just skip to the... Just cut to the throat. Alright, I'm gonna come right out and ask. That was preamble. Hiriko, do you know something about this war? Something the rest of us don't? What makes you think that? And so suddenly, too. We figured it out from some of the stuff you've said and done. Plus, if we assume you have information that we don't, it actually explains a lot. Your cold, practical attitude, for one, and your dedication to winning at any cost. Is it true? Do you know the truth about this war? About Last Defense Academy? It's not that we consider you an unfit leader or anything, Hiroko. Now that Sire's gone, there's no doubt you're the best person for the job. But I can't follow someone who insists on keeping us in the dark like this. And I'm sure everyone else would feel the same, if they knew. Is that a threat? Are you planning to go behind my back and turn everyone against me? Believe me, I'd rather not have to. Fighting among ourselves could tear this unit apart. If that happens, we'll be in no condition to fight the invaders anymore. We're not trying to start a confrontation here. We're still on your side. We just want to know the truth. Everyone's so confused about what we're doing here, and how we got caught up in it. Once we know the truth, it'll be a lot easier for us to focus on doing whatever it takes to win and go home. So please, if you know anything that might help explain all of this, I think we have a right to hear it. You've really got me up against the wall here. I can hardly shrug this off with an I don't know anything, now can I? I'm impressed. I didn't think you had it in you to grill me this mercilessly. Dude, just stand your ground. She would respect you more for it. You've asked me if I know something about this war. If I have to answer, then, yes, I do have certain information that you may find relevant. You do? Really? What is it? Is it about what's in the defense room? Or how they chose who to send here? Hold on. Can we go and get the others first? I want everyone to hear this all at once. She did not say she was going to tell you anything. And the facilities shut down. The nighttime announcement. I didn't realize how late it was. We'll be up all night if we try to call a meeting now. Maybe we should pick this up again tomorrow morning. Is that alright with you, Hiriko? I'll tell everyone to meet up in the cafeteria like we did before. Very well. You were right. It's best that everyone hears this firsthand. And you're not going to go back on this? You haven't left me with much choice. Besides, I haven't been hiding this information because it reflects badly on me or anything like that. I just thought it might be better to spare you from such a harrowing truth. Harrowing? It's that bad? You should tell everyone that was your reason for hiding it, too. Trust us. Whatever this truth might be, I'm confident we can handle it. I love how optimistic he is. We've made it this far, and most of us have made up our minds to put our lives in the... 6 out of 10 is not... It's most of us, but it's not... Well, I guess it's 8. Or it's 7 out of 10 now. Alright, I'll trust you. Just be aware that it's a long story, and you may not like what you hear. The fact that I've kept this secret from you for this long should give you an idea of how bad it is. Yes, I'll tell everyone to mentally prepare themselves for the worst. I really never thought it would turn out like this. But it's a relief that I'll finally get it off my chest. I'm going to sleep well tonight. Don't. No. No, don't. Wait, can I ask you one last thing? Please don't be something stupid. Oh, that's a valid question. Did you mean that? The way you talked about protecting us from the truth right now, I'm finding it hard to believe you're really that heartless. It's not heartless to enforce combat in a war zone, and she has to stick to her guns, otherwise her guns mean nothing. Yeah. But it's not enough for us to defeat the invaders. All of us have to survive as well. That's what victory means to me. See, guys, I was right. She's cool. She's not so bad after all. Clumsy. My lord. Takumi, you are as bad as Eito. Like 80% of the time, I'm completely on board, and then like 5% of the time, I kind of just go, what are we doing here? With the writing specifically. Aesthetics, impeccable. Whatever it is, it's made her obsessed with winning this war. But it's also something. Yeah, we're gonna roll through, and then we're gonna get to the big reveal. And hopefully they have it voiced, because I'm out of water and my mouth is so dry. And so ended my 15th day as a child soldier. Stop telling me this. We already know. If you're gonna pull the rug from my feet, I'd be really upset. Wow. Am I shocked? Am I surprised? So the ghost is definitely got something to do with this. She's not in her room either. I've looked in a bunch of classrooms, but she's not in any of them. I'm assuming she's not dead, because I would really be upset if she was dead. I kind of liked her. I kind of thought she was really cool. Hiroko had disappeared. Today was supposed to be the day she told us all about what she had been hiding, but when we got to the cafeteria, she wasn't there. We waited long enough that we started to get worried. A few of us rang the doorbell outside her room, but there was no answer. Search outside the school. Alright, everybody raise your hands if you saw this coming. I would raise my hands, but I don't remember what the toggle is. She's probably in a trash can somewhere. We gotta find her. She might still be alive, because she's harder to kill than Sire was. This thing looks like a spaceship. Like, it reminds me of the Axiom from WALL-E. For those of you who haven't seen WALL-E because you're uncultured, it's a giant space yacht, essentially. Or giant space cruise ship, essentially. We followed the wall of fire all the way around, but still didn't find anything. You know what this means. We have to go out and find her. Safe to say she isn't anywhere on school grounds. That just leaves one explanation. She must have gone outside the wall. It's not possible. I mean, both fire extinguishers are still in the entrance hall. The same thing happened to Sire. Stop being dumb and start forming search parties. Then where is she? Why'd she pick now to pull a disappearing act? Pattern recognition. Pattern recognition. Thank you, Gaku, for having pattern recognition. Not if you move quickly. If Miss Shizuhara is gone, that means her fighter leave ultimatum no longer applies, correct? I mean, nobody's going to want to test us while all this is going on. The rest of you don't even know what the test was going to be, right? Right? Yeah, I kind of want to punch him in the teeth. Wait a minute. Ima, didn't you Oh, it was him. It could have been him. Have a little faith, Mr. Sumino. I'm sad to say my secret plan was a total bust. Miss Shizuhara disappeared before I had the chance to spring it on her, so he was going to try to kill her. Maybe this is redundant at this point, but just what was your plan? I was going to seduce... Oh, Lord, have mercy. Back in the complex, I'm pretty well known in certain circles, practically a celebrity. That's the saddest thing I've heard in this game so far. The financial aid of many kind friends is what allowed me to put food on the table for me and my dear sister when times got tough. I know my dear brother's aura makes him seem pure and chaste. That's crazy. It's crazy. That's insane. It would have been the perfect plan. One only I could have pulled off. Yeah. Beyond the wall. Guys, you have to go find her. I mean, we have squad leaders. I feel like me and Ato are capable of leading people in combat. But yeah, we should know. Beyond the wall. Beyond the wall. Please don't search the school again. Guys, you know where she is. Please don't do this to me. Please don't make me be this much smarter than everyone in this room. You know what happened to her. She got taken by whoever got Sire. She's currently beyond the wall, probably fighting for her life. We don't even know if she's armed. She could have just disappeared. She has to be around here somewhere. Fire extinguishers haven't been used, so we know she hasn't gone outside the wall. Did Sire use a fire extinguisher? No. Wait, talk to me. It's late. It's getting dark. We'll have a better chance of finding something in the morning. It's important we take time to rest, too. If there's some other crisis after this, the last thing we need is to be sleep deprived during it. Yeah. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I'm kind of angry almost. I hate this. All right, you win. Let's call it a day. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow she'll come back like nothing ever happened. She's gonna come back missing an eye and an arm and be like, why didn't any of you chuckle nuggins come and try to save me? I don't even know what I was almost about to say, but it was probably not good. Yeah. Crazy. She'll be back tomorrow like nothing ever happened. Even as I said it, I knew that it's the most dumb, stupid, and bad idea anyone has ever proposed. Guys, please. Stop searching the school. She's not here. Go beyond the wall. Beyond the black wall. You haven't even tried getting through that door. But that's fine. I don't particularly care. She's out there in the wasteland. Then we split into groups and checked outside, everywhere we could reach, right up to the wall of fire, that barrier we refuse to go beyond because we are either dumb or cowards or both. It was obvious now that she wasn't just going to show up. She disappeared, utterly and completely, beyond the wall. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I can't even bring myself to read the words they're saying. I'm like actually angry. I'm actually pissed off. But what about Sire? 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 Please point out the fact that Sire had gone beyond the wall. Listen up, everyone. My darling sister is about to grace us with her words of wisdom. I feel that. You can do it, sister. I think I spotted an inconsistency in your logic just now. Something that doesn't quite add up. What's this inconsistency you spotted? It could be nothing, but what if using the fire extinguishers isn't the only way to get past the undying flames? Wow. Such a Herculean leap of logic. What basis do you have for this, aside from the fact that we get attacked here, and also Sire? Secrets, right? She knew things we don't. What if that included a way out of the school that none of us have noticed yet? This is not the part of the game written by Kodaka. A way out? It's like back in the complex. You end up finding shortcuts and stuff in your neighborhood as you grow up and get to know it better. That's right, none of us even considered that possibility. No, I did. Oh, if only we'd gotten to know Miss Shizuhara better, she might have agreed to smuggle us out with her. Unlikely. Yeah. That could have been an act for all we know. This is the only explanation that covers all the facts. There is one other. Oh, yes, Kako, please, be smart. Oh, really? Why are you making me do this each time? What's the other explanation you thought of, Kako? There's a difference between this disappearance and the last one. Hiriko was one of us. She couldn't detonate the bombs inside us like Sire could. Oh, I see. So only one of us could be the culprit here. Unlikely. If one of us killed her, carried the body outside the wall of fire, then came back after disposing it, that would account for there still being 2 fire extinguishers here, wouldn't it? But then whoever did that would have had to have done it to Sire also. Since the recovery drones don't work outside school grounds, they wouldn't have detected her death, or brought her back to revive her. That's fair, but again, we are working with a broken assumption. And it would be like Miss Shizuhara had vanished into thin air. Outstanding, dear sister. You thought of everything. Wait a minute. You really think she was murdered by one of us? Who? No one here had a reason to kill her. Darmy ain't playing around with y'all anymore. Oh, don't look at me. We don't even know for sure if that's what happened. No, it's the only explanation that makes sense. Mistress would never run off and abandon us, and she wouldn't let any second-rate invaders do her in either. But she'd let her guard down around one of us. That'd be all the killer would need to get the jump on her. Like, genuinely, there's not a reason for anyone here to kill her. Shoma doesn't have it in him, we assume. We just heard what Ima's plan was, and everyone else had agreed to fight. This is an expression that is scary, and I don't like seeing on her face. I kind of want it to go away. Maybe, but still. Yeah, ignore her. It's only a theory. A game theory. There's no firm evidence to support it. Right, just a theory. Just one possibility. Guys. Oh, what do you mean her field of interest? Please do not let another 5 days pass before you go looking for her. I like Hiroko and I don't want her to die yet. Wrath. Fury. You know what I've been assuming? I've been assuming that the ending would be influenced by direct choices I make, but it might be softer, which would be cool and also really upsetting. What time is it? We're right about the time we need to wrap up. That's making me upset. We need to look outside the wall. We're not likely to find anything in the dark. My gosh. Yep. Hey, you think we can shove the parts in the Revive-O-Matic? Maybe they'll still work, even if they're a little rotten. The manual was clear about that. It has to be used immediately after death, a few minutes at most. That won't matter if Hiriko's still alive. And I sincerely believe that she is, on account of she could take any three of us and probably win. I don't think discussing things further will help us at this point. Let's take a break and get some sleep. Tomorrow we'll come up with a plan and take action. The plan is exit. The plan is go outside. This is making me very upset. I'm like kind of mad they spent an entire day not looking outside. And then came up with these dumb theories that children would come up with. But as not child myself, I'm furious. I had just been proven right, and now you're killing her. Kodak, I will not forgive you for this. If she is dead, I will rage. I will wrath. You're running away, one of us killing her, each sounded just as impossible as the other. They make no sense. She's clearly being targeted by whoever doesn't want you to know what's going on. It's the same reason they killed Sire. It's the same reason they went for her. But it's not enough for us to defeat the invaders. What's not enough? Oh yeah, we all have to survive. All of us have to survive as well. That's what victory means to me. She's a Fire Emblem player. I don't think she was lying then, so why would she leave us so suddenly? Go to sleep. Go to sleep, Takumi. Let me end stream. Don't make me have to deal with you right now. Thoughts of what might have happened to Hiriko haunted my dreams. It went on like that for a while. Time seemed to lose all meaning. I could have slept several hours or only a few minutes. And then I woke up. And I felt myself being kidnapped or something. My body felt hot. Something was wrong. What? Has he been poisoned? Then I caught sight of something on the corner of my eye that had me springing to my feet. Let me guess, is it here? That's the thing I should have said first and was my first thought. So I'm assuming this is like one of the previous soldiers of the academy. I could barely speak. Fear and confusion were making my throat seize up. Mine too. He's trying to speak to you. Do you know sign language? It's just the same as last time. What is this thing? No, clearly not. The heart of the world. He's just gonna get sad and leave again. Give him a pad. Are we literally under attack? I mean, yeah, that is in fact the alarm. Oop, I didn't mean to cut that off. I actually kind of like that. Guys, look, it's Pokemon if it was evil. Not only do we have to fight them at night, we have to do it without Hiroko, too. Was this part of their plan? Did they get rid of her so they could attack while we're confused and disorganized? Don't worry, we have squad leaders. And that is where we are going to save. we'll leave y'all on leave what was I going to say? We're going to leave everybody in suspense for the next time, which shall be a little while in the future. Hold on. Let me hop on over to the desk so that we can properly talk it out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of really upset that she also got kidnapped and murdered, probably. Both because I like her and because like it's really annoying when the rug is pulled from under your feet twice. You know, once is cool, twice is what are we doing here, folks? But it is okay. And it is okay specifically because specifically because of what? Where was I going with that? I don't know. It's okay because like I again, I have currently implicit trust in this particular development studio because they made the people, or I guess the specific one person involved with this game has cranked out straight bangers. So I have no reason to believe that this one is not a banger. Hold on, I want to see if he did rain code too. Rain code game. I would like to see. I just want to know who directed it. Yeah, Tukio was involved with that. Director was Takahiro Suzuki. Was Kodaka involved at all? Yeah, he wrote it. Which, again, he does not miss. That game is also fantastic. Game is fantastic. And, you know, Rui Komatsuzaki is the illustrator. And I think it's a she. Nope, that's a he. I get it mixed up. Is the Danganronpa art style person. And that is huge on it, you know. It's great. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's really cool. Oh, look, a robot. Well, I'm gonna kill you because I don't know. The heat has made me aggressive. I didn't mean to remove that ban, but it's fine. But yeah, this was a lot of fun, and I'm very excited to see where the story goes. And you know, we will do that on the next stream. Yeah, just a few announcements before we wrap up for today. I said this yesterday as well, but just for those of you who were not here for that, next week I will be gone abroad in the void, etc. So we will not be having any streams next week, unfortunately. But after that, we shall return, you know, back and better than ever. All of that good stuff. My entire brain just shut down. I think I need to go to bed. I think I need to go to bed, take a shower. Probably not in that order. But yeah. So thank you all so much for coming, for hanging out. Panda, thank you for trusting us to hear your insane takes. And love you the same. And we do love you the same. We do love you the same. It's just also really funny that you don't like. I don't know why I keep hammering in on that. It's just funny. But yeah. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope to see you guys next time as we continue through our playthrough of Rain Code. I am very excited. Very, very excited for what this story has in store. And with that said, have a great rest of your day, night, or whatever time it is wherever you are. And I will see you all next time. All right. Bye-bye.